All right. Anyway, let's keep it moving, man. As we keep it moving and grooving, we'll cover a few more articles right here. The next one up is, how about this one? Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hype the stream, man. Hype the stream. Saints urged to trade former first round draft pick before the 2026 NFL season. Shout out to Heavy. They covered this, the writers here, and they talk about there's still plenty of time left in the current NFL offseason. The Saints are being urged by whom? to use that timeline to trade a longtime starter and former first round pick in order to free up some salary cap space. Now, this article is obviously written because these people know that you're not going to get a damn thing from Alvin Kamara's situation. I told you all that the Saints cannot designate Alvin Kamara a post June 1st cut because they used the Deion Sanders provision on him early this summer. So that negated their ability to do that. Plus, we know the numbers don't line up. If they try to release him outright, they don't get much on relief this year, and they still get hit with a massive cap hit for next year. Plus, you would create a massive hole at the backup complementary running back position, and then you'll be basically relying on Kendre Miller, Devin Neal, Ty Chandler. No disrespect, but those guys are in a different space and place than AK-41. Let's just keep it all the way funky. But having A-Chain and Kamara together makes a talented duo of dangerous running backs. Plus the optics, the overall optics of the situation of allowing Alvin Kamara, who's just not any running back to the Who Dat Nation. This is the greatest running back statistically and otherwise the Saints have ever had. He's a legend player, as I called him and Cam Jordan. Those guys should have been afforded the ability to be here at their own terms. They're ambassadors of the game. They're going to be gold jacket wearers. I don't know if I know Alvin will be for the Saints. I don't know, and I would have to say no to Hall of Fame numbers in terms of him being inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. I'm going to have to say no to that. But Cam Jordan is. He's a first ballot guy. And probably arguably the best defensive player the Saints ever had. Now, you can sit up here and argue Ricky Jackson and all this kind of stuff. But Cam Jordan, man, has just been phenomenal for the black and gold. But nonetheless, these folks know that the Saints have to find money somewhere else. And why? Because they have to pay Chris Olave. We've seen what the Atlanta Falcons did with getting Drake London. We've seen the Green Bay Packers play their wide receiver. They paid him big dough. What's the kid name? Watson, Christian Watson. They gave him a 4-year deal at $110 million, and that's $31 million in signing bonus money they paying here. So everybody getting paid. If you're a wide receiver, except for Chris Olave, who said to the Saints, "Listen, I want to have this done. I would prefer to have it done before July camp, big camp, late July," which put the Saints on notice for about a month and some change to get a deal done. More than enough time. Saints been sitting on this for a long time, to the fact that the wide receiver market and totally changed. It changed in benefit of Chris Olave. So Mickey Loomis wasting time trying to get Alvin Kamara to take a pay cut, and he ain't even go to him directly. Alvin said in an interview that nobody approached him about no pay cut. So why is he working through the press and spreading misinformation? Misinformation Mickey running around here. Trying to figure out what role he fits on our team. What you talking about? What role he fits? He got the backup role to the running back. What you talking about, Slick Mick? You trying to arrange a pay cut with Alvin Kamara through the press. All this confusion about Alvin Kamara is sponsored by Mickey Loomis. It's nobody else there doing it except for his ass. But nonetheless, man, it simply is what it is. Let's get into this article right here. The Saints are being urged. Let me put it full screen for you guys. The Saints are being urged to trade Cesar Ruiz before the start of the 2026 NFL season. Moton of Bleacher Report recently listed one player that every team should try to trade before the start of the season. And for the Saints, the pick was offensive lineman Cesar Ruiz, affectionately known as the Salad. Ruiz is coming off an extremely underwhelming 25 campaign, and Moton argues that generating cap space for Ruiz could be in New Orleans' best interest, especially since the team landed a potential replacement for Cesar in the 2026 NFL draft in Jeremiah Wright. As a first rounder from the 2020 draft, Cesar Ruiz has been mediocre on the interior of the New Orleans Saints offensive line. Ruiz has drawn criticism for his subpar run blocking ability. He's also missed 7 games over the last 2 years. The Saints selected Jeremiah Wright in the 4th round of this year's draft, and he's a 2-year starter out of Auburn who lined up at the right guard spot. So if Wright flashes in summer practices and preseason games, he could unseat Ruiz for a starting spot. Now, if the Saints find a trade partner for the veteran offensive lineman, that would save them $9.5 million in cap space. For what it's worth, Ruiz still has 2 years remaining on his current contract with the Saints. And as they go in, Cesar Ruiz eager to prove doubters wrong in 2026. The fact that he underwhelmed last season isn't lost on Ruiz, who is majorly motivated to prove doubters wrong and have a bounce back campaign in 2026. Y'all remember, this is because Mickey Lomas challenged him in the press conference and said, we need to see more out of Ruiz. The bottom line is we've been saying that about Cesar Ruiz for at least 3 years now. I would say his best years was the last year of his rookie salary deal. The last year of the rookie salary when he had to own it. That was a year where he stepped up and had probably his best year. And it wasn't like, oh, he was just, top notch. He had his best year compared to the rest of these years. Just Cesar Ruiz hadn't really been that guy. You heard the press conference with him talking, I'm that guy. No, you're not. He said, I got something to prove, bro. This is what he wrote. He told T-Stead, not only to people watching, but to myself. That's really been the mindset, especially the whole off season. Everybody who don't think I can do it, I know I can do it. I know I can do it, Ruiz said in April. A lot of people don't think I can. And I don't read too much and everything, but when they come across your screen, you feel the vibes. No, you've been reading, bro. Chill out. You've been reading. You've been reading for the last 3 years, but you're only saying something now because Mickey Loomis said something. If you don't think I can, thank you. Thank you. Like I need you not to believe in me, bro. I need you to, because I believe myself. Well, the bottom line is the reality is people got love for you, Cesar Ruiz. People want to see you do better. I am tired, me personally, as a man that watch NFL tape and film, breaking games down on our Patreon, patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. For the last 4+ years of doing Patreon and hundreds of shows, I'll tell you one damn thing. I'm tired of seeing Ruiz on tape getting beat, getting pushed around, getting swam one move through, not sliding off blockers or a defensive lineman to get to the second level to take out the linebackers so the running back can follow him in there. I'm tired of that, man. And people see it too on film. Your leverage is bad. Come firing out of the stance, leaning too much, reaching too much, not strong enough, footwork not where it's supposed to be. And if I had one word to describe Cesar Ruiz game, is as one word to me would be inconsistent, because that's what you are. You're inconsistent. You don't do one thing extremely well, and you don't do it well enough. Now, maybe because people are putting some pep on your ass, that now you would probably pay a little bit more attention to your technique to improve. And you probably will get a little bit better. But guess what, baby? You got Jeremiah Wright right there challenging you for that position. Now, don't you believe? Give you a little hint. You got every motivation to do better this year and prove your doubters wrong. Your doubters are not wrong about calling you out about how inconsistent your play is. You, sir, have been around too many yes men in your life that's telling you, oh, you doing just fine. Them people are going to send you into the pit of hell because you need people. Not every piece of criticism that comes across you is running you down. There's truth all around you. You just have to have the ear to hear and get out of your own damn ego. This ain't something that people are just picking on you. I don't know what tape or film you are looking at, but I'm telling you, you are too inconsistent to be a starter making $9.5 million on the team, and the team looking for money to pay Chris Olave. Hey, man, that is consistent. They're going to look right past Elvin, right at you. You think it's just a coinky dink that the New Orleans Saints drafted Jeremiah Wright out of Auburn in the 4th round at your position? And then they asked Mickey Loomis. Remember, they asked him, would they cross train him? And what Mickey said, oh, no, I wouldn't dare do that to that guy. We're going to let him stay at the right guard position. Yes. The same slick Mick that told you they wanted to see more out of you, and now they need money to give it to a more consistent player. Watch out. Watch out, man. Now, if the article says if he's able to back up his talk, the Saints might not want to trade Ruiz because he could be in line for a big 2026 season. We'll see exactly what Mickey Loomis do here in this situation. But the bottom line is people aren't hating on Cesar Ruiz. Your name is your game, and your game is lame, sir. You're woefully inconsistent, too inconsistent, woefully too inconsistent. And it's not like Jeremiah Wright has to do a lot to challenge Cesar Ruiz. Only thing Jeremiah Wright have to do is be consistent and be a mauler at the right guard position, which that's his best attribute. Jeremiah Wright puts hands on you. He moves you out of the way. That's his best thing. That's what he does really well. So Ruiz, you are, sir, on notice. That's what I got for y'all on this broadcast. Y'all hit the like button and fill in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about some of these things that we talked about in the broadcast. The thoughts on what you heard from Chase Young, thoughts on what you heard about Cesar Ruiz, on Jalen Polk, fill in the comment section. Let me know and hype the stream. Hit the subscribe button as well as we push to get 15 large. We're getting very close to that. I appreciate the new subscribers. Shout out to the Patreon and YouTube membership family as well. And let me know how you guys feel about these topics that we covered in the broadcast, man. Like I said, it's a lot of good energy happening. This is truth time because we're going to see a lot of players needing to step their game up. Carl Granderson, all these other guys, which would, it's different things going to happen. It's a good energy. The team is looking, and it's not no energy like, oh yeah, we're going to be patient. That's not what they're doing. They're going to downplay it a bit. And even some of the national people are understanding when they get a good close look at what the Saints are doing, what's about to happen here. The Saints are in the NFC South. The NFC South is not a juggernaut division that if you own your stuff, you can go from worst to first in one season. We've seen, this standard thing where it takes multiple years to build. No, the Saints are not doing that. They understand this guy is 26 years old at the quarterback position. They need to swing and go for it now. So as soon as they recognized him as the quarterback, they immediately start assemble things around him. Chase Young see it, and it's all other Saints do it. So we'll see exactly how it is. Got a lot of practices. There's the fourth phase of OTAs coming up this weekend. We'll be all over that as well. And then ultimately, we got a few more things, and we'll go on a 30-day break before the big camp starts in late July. We're already in the month of June, fam. It's already early June. That's crazy. But football will be here as soon as you know it. As soon as you know it, football will be here. That's all I got for y'all, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hype the stream, hit the notification bell as well for future content. And I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one. Much love, peace, and who that too.
Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that?
Whether you're catching up on Saints news at Jackson Square, checking Pelicans scores in the Garden District, or staying updated on LSU while grabbing coffee in the French Quarter, there's one place that keeps you connected to everything that matters in our city. From Bourbon Street to the Superdome, from Preservation Hall to the Riverfront, New Orleanians are staying in the know with thehootitdaily.com. Your daily source for Saints, Pelicans, LSU, and all the sports, music, and culture that makes our city special. At work downtown, at a game in the Dome, or just relaxing by the Mississippi, wherever life takes you in the Big Easy, you can stay connected. Because when you're from New Orleans, you don't just live here. You stay in the NO. That's stay in the know. Visit theWhoDatDaily.com and never miss what matters most to Who Dat Nation. Stay in the NO.
Welcome to the Pro Shop, where we create authentic NOLA-inspired clothing for men, women, and children. From Saints jerseys to Pelicans gear, everything's crafted right here in New Orleans. Whether you're shopping the Pro Shop, the Pel Shop, or the Pro Shop Kids, we've got your whole family covered with genuine merchandise that represents our city's spirit. Check for links in the description section below or in the chat.